Cell cycle and cell division. Are you aware that all organisms, even the largest, start their life from a single cell? You may wonder how a single cell then goes on to form such large organisms. Growth and reproduction are characteristics of cells, indeed of all living organisms. All cells reproduce by dividing into two, with each parallel cell giving rise to two daughter cells each time they divide. These newly formed daughter cells can themselves grow and divide, giving rise to a new cell population that is formed by the growth and division of a single parental cell and its progeny. In other words, such cycle of growth and division allow a single cell to form a structure consisting of millions of cells. Cell cycle. Cell division is a very important process in all living organisms. During the division of a cell, DNA replicate and cell growth also take place. All this process, that is cell division, DNA replication and cell growth, hence have to take place in a coordinated way to ensure correct division and formation of progeny cell containing intact genome. The sequence of events by which a cell duplicates its genome, synthesizes the other constituent of the cell and eventually divides into two daughter cells is termed cell cycle. Although cell growth in terms of cytoplasmic increase is a continuous process, DNA synthesis occurs only during one specific stage in the cell cycle. The replicated chromosome DNA are then distributed to daughter nuclei by a complex series of events during cell division. These events are themselves under genetic control. Phases of cell cycle. A typical eukaryotic cell cycle is illustrated by human cell in culture. These cells divide once in approximately every 24 hours. However, the duration of cell cycle can vary from organism to organism and also from cell type to cell type. Yeast, for example, can progress through the cell cycle in only about 90 minutes. The cell cycle is divided into two basic phases: interphase, M phase, mitosis phase. The M phase represents the phase when the actual cell division or mitosis occur, and the interphase represents the phase between two successive M phases. It is significant to note that in the 24 hours average duration of cell cycle of a human cell, cell division proper lasts for only about an hour. The interphase lasts more than 95% of the duration of the cell cycle. The M phase starts with the nuclear division corresponding to the separation of daughter chromosome kinesis, and usually ends with the division of cytoplasm cytokinesis. The interphase, though called the resting phase, is the time during which the cell is preparing for division by undergoing both cell growth and DNA replication in an orderly manner. The interphase is divided into three further phases: 1. G1 phase, gap 1, 2. S phase, synthesis, G2 phase, gap 2. G1 phase corresponding to the interval between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication. During G1 phase, the cell is metabolically active and continuous grow but does not replicate its DNA. S or synthesis phase mark the period during which DNA synthesis or replication takes place. During this time, the amount of DNA per cell doubles. If the initial amount of DNA is denoted as 2C, then it increases to 4C. However, there is no increase in chromosome number. If the cell had diploid or 2n number of chromosomes at G1, even after S phase, the number of chromosomes remains the same, that is 2n. In animal cell, during the S phase, DNA replication begins in the nucleus and the centriole duplicates in the cytoplasm. During the G2 phase, protein synthesis in preparation for mitosis while cell growth continues. Some cells in the adult animal do not appear to exhibit divisions, example heart cell, and many other cells divide only occasionally as needed to replace cells that have been lost because of injury or cell death. These cells that do not divide further exit G1 phase to enter an inactive stage called quiescent stage G0 of the cell cycle. Cells in this stage remain metabolically active but no longer proliferate unless called on to do so depending on the requirement of the organism. In animal, meiotic cell division is only seen in the diploid somatic cells. However, there are few exceptions to this where haploid cells divide by mitosis. For example, male honeybees. Against this, the plant can show meiotic division in both haploid and diploid cells. From here, recollection of example of alternation of generation in plants. Chapter 3. Identify plant species and stages at which mitosis is seen in haploid cell. M phase. This is the most dramatic period of the cell cycle, involving a major reorganization of virtually all components of the cell. Since the number of chromosomes in the parent and progeny cells is the same, it is also called as equational division. Though for convenience, mitosis has been divided into 4 stages of nuclear division, karyokinesis. It is very essential to understand that cell division is a progressive process and very clear-cut lines cannot be drawn between various stages. Karyokinesis involves following 4 stages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Prophase, which is the first stage of karyokinesis of mitosis, follows the S and G2 phase of interphase. In the S and G2 phase, the new DNA molecules formed are not distinct but intertwined. Prophase is marked by the initial of the condensation of chromosomal materials. The chromosomal materials become untangled during the process of chromatin condensation. The centrosome, which had undergone duplication during S phase of interphase, now begin to move towards opposite pole of the cell. The completion of the prophase can thus be marked by the following characteristic events. Chromosomal material condense to form compact meiotic chromosomes. Chromosomes are seen to be composed of 2 chromatids attached together at the centromere. Centrosome, which had undergone duplication during interphase, begin to move towards opposite pole of the cell. Each centrosome radiates out microtubules cell ester. The two ester together with spindle fiber form meiotic apparatus. Cells at the end of prophase, when viewed under the microscope, do not show Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus, and nuclear envelope. Metaphase. The complete disintegration of the nuclear envelope marks the start of the second phase of mitosis. Hence, the chromosomes are spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. By this stage, condensation of chromosome is completed and they can be observed clearly under microscope. This then is the stage at which morphology of chromosome is most easily studied. At this stage, metaphase chromosome is made up of two sister chromatids which are held together by the centromere. Small disc-shaped structure at the surface of the centromere is called kinetochore. These structures serve as the site of attachment of spindle fiber formed by the spindle fiber to the chromosomes that are moved into position at the center of the cell. Hence, the metaphase is characterized by all the chromosomes coming to lie at the equator with one chromatid of each chromosome connected by its kinetochore to spindle fiber from one pole and its sister chromatids connected by its kinetochore to spindle fiber from opposite pole. The plane of alignment of the chromosomes at metaphase is referred to as the metaphase plane. The key features of metaphase are spindle fiber attached to kinetochore of chromosomes. Chromosomes are moved to spindle equator and get aligned along metaphase plate through spindle fiber and to the both poles. Anaphase. At the onset of anaphase, each chromosome arranged at the metaphase plate is split simultaneously and the two daughter chromatids, now referred to as daughter chromosomes of the future daughter nuclei, begin their migration towards the two opposite poles. As each chromosome moves away from the equatorial plate, the centromere of each chromosome remains directed towards the pole and hence at the leading edge, with arms of chromosome trailing behind. Thus, anaphase stage is characterized by the following key events: centromere split and chromatids separate. Chromatids move to opposite poles. Telophase. At the beginning of the final stage of karyokinesis, that is telophase, the chromosomes that have reached their respective poles decondense and lose their individuality. The individual chromosomes can no longer be seen and each set of chromatin materials tend to collect at each of the two poles. This is the stage which shows the following key events: chromosome cluster at opposite spindle poles and their identity is lost as discrete elements. Nuclear envelope develop around the chromosome cluster at each pole, forming two daughter nuclei. Nucleolus, Golgi complex and ER reformed. Cytokinesis. Mitosis accomplished not only the segregation of duplicated chromosomes into daughter nuclei karyokinesis, but the cell itself is divided into two daughter cells by separation of cytoplasm, called cytokinesis, at the end of which cell division gets completed. In an animal cell, this is achieved by the appearance of a furrow in the plasma membrane. The furrow gradually deepens and ultimately joins in the center, dividing the cell cytoplasm into two. Plant cells, however, are enclosed by a relatively inextensible cell wall. Therefore, they undergo cytokinesis by a different mechanism. In plant cell wall, formation starts in the center of cell and grows outward to meet the existing lateral wall. The formation of the new cell wall begins with the formation of simple precursor called the cell plate that represents the middle lamella between the wall of the two adjacent cells at the time of cytoplasmic division. The organelles like mitochondria and plastid get distributed between the two daughter cells. In some organisms, karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis, as a result of which multinucleate condition arises leading to the formation of syncytium. Example, liquid endosperm in coconut. Significance of mitosis. Mitosis or equational division is usually restricted to the diploid cell only. However, in some lower plants and in some social insect, haploid cell also diverge by mitosis. It is very essential to understand the significance of this division in the life of an organism. Are you aware of some example where you have studied about haploid and diploid insects? Mitosis usually results in the production of diploid daughter cell with identical genetic complement. The growth of multicellular organisms is due to mitosis. Cell growth results in disturbing the ratio between the nucleus and cytoplasm. It therefore becomes essential for cell to divide to restore the nucleocytoplasmic ratio. A very significant contribution of mitosis is cell repair. The cell of the upper layer of the epidermis, cell of the lining of gut, and blood cell are being constantly replaced. Meiotic division in the meristematic tissues, the apical and lateral cambium result in a continuous growth of plants throughout their life. Meiosis. The production of offspring by sexual reproduction includes the fusion of two gametes, each with a complete haploid set of chromosomes. Gametes are formed from specialized diploid cells. This specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half results in the production of haploid daughter cell. This kind of division is called meiosis. The meiosis ensures the production of the haploid phase in the life cycle of sexually reproducing organisms, where fertilization restores the diploid phase. We come across meiosis during gametogenesis in the plant and animal. This leads to formation of haploid gametes. The key features of meiosis are as follows. Meiosis involves two sequential cycles of nuclear and cell division called meiosis I and meiosis II, but only a single cycle of DNA replication. Meiosis I is initiated after the parental chromosomes have replicated to produce identical sister chromatids at the S phase. Meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis II. Meiotic events can be grouped under the following phases: meiosis I, prophase I, metaphase I, anaphase I, telophase I. Meiosis II, prophase II, metaphase II, anaphase II, telophase II. Meiosis I, prophase I. Prophase of the first meiotic division is typically longer and more complex when compared to prophase of mitosis. It has been further subdivided into the following 5 phases based on chromosomal behavior, that is leptotin, zygotin, pectin, diplotin, and diakinesis. During leptotin stage, the chromosomes become gradually visible under the light microscope. The compaction of chromosome continues throughout the leptotin. This is followed by the second stage of the prophase I called zygotin. During this stage, chromosomes start pairing together, and this process of association is called synapsis. Such pair chromosomes are called homologous chromosomes. Electron micrographs of this stage indicate that chromosome synapsis is accompanied by the formation of complex structure called synaptonemal complex. The complex formed by a pair of homologous chromosomes is called a bivalent or tetrad. However, these are more clearly visible at the next stage. The first two stages of the prophase 1 are relatively short-lived compared to the next stage, that is Packeting. During this stage, the four chromatids of each bivalent chromosome become distinct and clearly appears as tetrads. This stage is characterized by the appearance of recombination nodules, the sites at which crossing over occurs between non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. Crossing over is the exchange of genetic materials between two homologous chromosomes. Crossing over is also an enzyme-mediated process, and the enzyme involved is called recombinase. Crossing over leads to recombination of genetic materials on the two chromosomes. Recombination between homologous chromosomes is completed by the end of pectin, leaving the chromosome link at the side of crossing over. The beginning of diploiding is recognized by the dissolution of the synaptonemal complex and the tendency of the recombined homologous chromosome of the bivalent to separate from each other except at the site of crossover. These except structures are called chiasma. In oocyte of some vertebrates, diploiding can last for months or years. The final stage of meiotic prophase 1 is diakinesis. This is marked by terminalization of chiasma. During this phase, the chromosomes are fully condensed and the meiotic spindle is assembled to prepare the homologous chromosome for separation. By the end of diakinesis, the nucleolus disappear and nuclear envelope also break down. Diakinesis represents the transition to metaphase. Metaphase 1. The bivalent chromosome align on the equatorial plates. The microtubules from the opposite pole of the spindle attached to kinetochore of homologous chromosomes. Anaphase 1. The homologous chromosome separate while sister chromatids remain associated at their centromere. Telophase 1. The nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappear. Cytokinesis follows, and this is called as dyad of cell. Although in many cases the chromosomes do undergo some dispersion, they do not reach the extremely extended state of interphase nucleus. The stage between the two meiotic divisions is called interkinesis and is generally short-lived. There is no replication of DNA during interkinesis. Interkinesis is followed by prophase 2, a much simpler prophase than prophase 1. Meiosis 2. Prophase 2. Meiosis 2 is initiated immediately after cytokinesis, usually before the chromosomes have fully elongated, in contrast to meiosis 1. Meiosis II resembles a normal mitosis. The nuclear membrane disappears by the end of prophase II. The chromosome again become compact. Metaphase II. At this stage, the chromosome align at the equator and the microtubules from opposite poles of the spindle get attached to the kinetochore of sister chromatids. Anaphase II. It begins with the simultaneous splitting of the centromere of each chromosome, which was holding the sister chromatids together, allowing them to move towards opposite pole of the cell by shortening of microtubules attached to kinetochore. Telophase II. Meiosis ends with telophase II, in which the two groups of chromosomes once again get enclosed by a nuclear envelope. Cytokinesis resulting in formation of tetrad of cell, that is 4 haploid daughter cell. Significance of meiosis. Meiosis is the mechanism by which conservation of specific chromosome number of each species is achieved across generations in sexually reproducing organisms, even though the process per se paradoxically results in reduction of chromosome number by half. It also increases the genetic variability in the population of organisms from one generation to next. Variation are very important for the process of evolution.